Welcome to week 6 of piano lessons. This week is going to be super fun and exciting because we are going to put our left hand and our right hand together. And so it's going to be a great time. And yeah, as I mentioned in the last lesson, if you want to receive a PDF of all of the songs that we are going to be covering each of the weeks coming up, then be sure to click on the link below and type in your name and email so that I can send those to you every week. But yeah, so without further ado, let's jump into it. One thing that I wanted to tell you guys is that I actually have started creating shorts to these longer lessons so that you guys can easily reference a lot of the sections in the videos. For example, if you're like, oh, I want to remember how to do my warm-ups, right? There are shorts that I've created for like, oh, play C, D, E, F, G. There's also little tips, right? Like about, how to not play with sticky fingers, right? So if you want to go back to any of the sections in the videos, I have shorts made for a lot of them. So feel free to go through and hopefully that will make practicing easier so you don't have to like scrub through the longer video to find those. But yeah, hopefully that's helpful to you. If you have any feedback on that, feel free to let me know. But yeah, that's it. All right, I want you to do your warm-up. So remember it's C, D, E, F, G, G, F, E, D, C. You can do it a little bit slower if you want, but just make sure you're playing with the correct hand posture and curved fingers, and making sure you're not smashing the egg, and no sticky fingers. Okay, so go up and down the stairs 5 times. Okay, so pause the video and make sure you can do that. All right, and we're going to do the same thing with our left hand. C is going to be the C below middle C with your pinky. C, D, E, F, G, G, F, E, D, C. All right, and the same thing. Make sure you have the correct hand posture, no sticky fingers, and you're going to play it 5 times up and down. Okay, pause the video and do that. All right, the song we're going to learn this week is called Lullaby Kitty. Okay, so let's take a look at this song. We start off with the treble clef, right? And with the treble clef, you play with your what hand? Your right hand, right? Okay, so let's take a look at some of these notes in here. So this is what? Do you guys remember? On the first space, that is an F, right? Okay, so we have F. And then what is this note right next to it? It's also an F, right? These two look the same. Okay, F, F. And then from F, you take a step down. What is one step down from F? It is E, right? F down to E, down the stairs. And this note, does it look the same as the previous one? Yep, so it's another E. Good. And one step down from E is what? That's right, it's D. Okay, so D, and this is another what? D. And one step up from D is E. E is on the first line, right? That bottom line. And from E, you go back up to, what note is this? It's the same note as this one, right? So this one was F. So then that means this one must also be F, right? Okay, so F, and then another F. You go down from F, one step is E. And then this note is what? The same as the last one, so it's another E. One step down from E is D. And then you go back up the stairs again, back up to E. And now there's a little leap. And we go whoop. Do you remember what this note is? This note is middle C, right? So if we take a look at this bar, F, F, E, E, is the same as this bar, F, F, E, E. And these two are almost the same, right? We have D, D, this is D, E, and then E and C. Okay, so they're a little different, but they're almost the same, right? Okay, so that's good. So why don't you pause the video and write down all of the letter notes, okay? Write down the letter notes to each of the notes in the treble clef, and then we'll go over the bass clef. Okay, so pause the video and do that. Okay, so check your notes and see if you have these letters written. Okay, so double check yourself. You can pause the video if you want. But now we are going to go to the bass clef. Okay, so the bass clef we play with our left hand. So this first note, do you remember what this first note is? It has its own ledger line. It is a middle C. That's right. And this note, does it look kind of like the last note? Yep, it's the same note. Okay, so we have two middle C's in our first bar, and then we go down one step from middle C, and what is that note? That note is B, right? Remember C, B's, right? C, B. And from B, we take another step back up to C, middle C. And then it looks like we have middle C again, right? These two are both the same, so these are middle C. And then we have back down to what? B. And then this note, if you remember from our warm-ups, that is actually C. It's the C below middle C. It's that pinky that you use to play with your left hand in the warm-ups, like C, D, E, F, G, starting with your pinky. So this is that pinky C, okay? And this is the C above that, so that's middle C, okay? C and C. So this C is on the second space. See that? Okay, so the second space, that's the C below middle C using your pinky. Okay? All right, so let's try to finger this song before we play it. So if we look at our right hand, it starts with F, right? Which finger do you play with F? Do you remember? So remember we go C, D, E, F. F is our fourth finger, right? So it's F with our fourth finger, F, F, and then the next note is what? E, so it's our third finger, right? E, E. D is which finger? D is with your second finger, so D, D. And then another E is which finger? Third finger, E. And then F again, F with your fourth finger, F. Then two more what? Two more E's with your third finger. Okay, E, E. And then D is which finger? It's your second finger, D. And then E is your third, remember? E. And middle C you play with your what? With your thumb. Okay, so let's finger that all together one more time. So F, F, E, E, D, D, E, F, F, E, E, D, E, C. Good. Okay, now let's take a look at the left hand. Oh yeah, we didn't write in the letter notes. So pause the video and write the letter notes in your left hand first. All right, we're back. Now check your left hand notes. Make sure they look like this, okay? All right, so now we're going to finger the left hand, okay? So middle C with your left hand starts with your what finger? Starts with your thumb, right? Your thumb. So we have C, C, and then with B, it's which finger? Your pointer finger. So B, and then we have another C with your thumb, and then another C with your thumb again, C, and then B is which finger? Index finger. And then this C down here is not your thumb, it's your what? It's your pinky, like in the warm-ups, right? Okay, so let's finger that together. C, C, B, C, 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 B, C. All right? Good. Okay, the last thing we're going to do before we play it on the piano is make sure we know the rhythm that we're going to be playing this song in. Okay, so first, let's clap the rhythm to the right hand. Okay, so we're going to start here, and the first rhythm note that we have is what? That is a quarter note, right? A quarter note is how many beats? A quarter note is 1 beat. That's right. Remember 4 quarters in a whole note, 4 quarters in a dollar. So they're each 1 beat. Okay, so we have how many quarter notes here? 4 quarter notes here. And then we have another, how many here? 2 quarter notes here. And then what note is this one? That is a half note, right? How many beats is a half note? Half note is 2 beats, okay? And then we see what again? These are all quarter notes, right? And then we have another 2 quarter notes. And then we end with a what? Half note, right? And a half note is how many beats? Is 2 beats. Okay, so let's clap this first line, the right hand in our treble clef. Okay, we're going to clap the rhythm starting with our quarter note. Okay, so I'm going to give you 4 beats free. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. So what you might notice is that the rhythm in these 2 bars, right, we have quarter, 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 half, is the same as in this half, right? Quarter, 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 half, right? So hopefully that will make it easier to play, okay, if you know that these 2 bars have the same rhythm as these 2 bars, okay? So let's clap that right hand rhythm one more time, okay? 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's take a look at the left hand, okay? So the rhythm in the left hand, we start with a what? That's right, we start with a half note, okay? Half note is how many beats? Half note is 2 beats, that's correct. Okay, so we have a half note and another what? half note, and another half note, and another half note, and another what? Half note. I'm a broken record now. And another half note, and another half note, and finally another half note. Surprise, surprise. Okay, so the left hand plays all what? They play all half notes, all right? So we are going to hold 2 beats each for each half note, okay? So let's clap that. Okay, I'll give you 4 bars free. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. So let's head to the piano and try to play this. All right. So remember, our right hand starts with F, which if you're on middle C, the white note underneath the 2 black notes, C, D, E, F, with your 4th finger, right? So that is your starting note for your right hand, is that F. And middle C is your left hand's starting note, so that is with your thumb here, okay? So these 2 are your starting notes, all right? So we are going to try actually just our right hand first, okay? So with the F, so let's try it a bit slower. All right, let me pull out the metronome. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Okay, so let's try that one more time with your F on your 4th finger, an egg underneath, and no sticky fingers, okay? 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very nice. All right, we're gonna try with our left hand now. And remember, this is middle C with your thumb. And then B is with your pointer. And then the C below middle C is with your pinky right here, okay? So make sure you can find all of those notes. All right, C, B, and then C. Okay? All right. Remember, they're all half notes, okay? Let's play it together. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. All right, so let's play that one more time. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very nice. Okay, so make sure you practice through both of these. Your right hand first separately, and then your left hand. And then when you feel comfortable with each alone, then you can put them together. Okay, so make sure you can play your right hand perfectly, your left hand perfectly, and then both hands perfectly. Okay, so practice with the metronome too. I have it set to 55 if you want to practice by yourself. Okay? We are going to play both hands together now, all right? So I'm going to set the metronome again. Make sure you find F with your fourth finger and middle C with your thumb on your left hand. Okay. All right. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. Okay, so let's do that one more time. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. So if you take a look at this song, I think the last measure is probably the hardest one with your left hand, right? So you want to make sure you leave enough time, maybe a little bit earlier, so you can stretch down your pinky to that bottom C. If you want to repeat this, and feel free to practice it as many times as you can, and then once you feel comfortable with that, you can raise the tempo, which essentially means you can play it faster. Okay, so right now we're at 55, and you can try maybe 85. Let's see how that sounds. Okay, yeah. So don't do this if you haven't mastered playing with both hands at 55 at the slower tempo yet, okay? Once you have played it perfectly at the slower tempo, then you can try it at 85, okay? So take your metronome and go from 55 to 85. And so I'm just going to record it here once for you, but definitely if you don't feel comfortable playing it faster, feel free to play at the slower tempo. But this is just here in case you want to challenge yourself, okay? So let's record it one time at 85. Okay, so make sure you find F and C. Okay, 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Let's play it one more time. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. All right. Excellent. You played your first song with both hands. Congratulations. Fantastic job this week. We were able to play all of the notes that we've learned, like C, D, E, F in our right hand and C and B in our left hand, and then play them together. And so I hope you continue to practice that. Make sure you are comfortable with your right hand, and make sure you're comfortable with your left hand, so that when you put them together, that will be so much easier when you're practicing. So yeah, I am so excited to see what's coming up for each and every one of you. I hope you continue to learn with us, and if you found this lesson helpful, please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. And also remember, if you want the sheet music, send your email and your name below. Click that link, and I will email that to you every week. So that is it. I'm so proud of you guys. Happy piano playing. Practice. Remember to practice. And I'll see you next week.